Welcome to Renata Leuven Corporation. I am Renata Leuven, and today we want to talk about how to overcome depression. It is a conscious decision to overcome depression, to stop this negative state in the same way as it is to forgive. There is nothing good about depression. Depression is evil. It destroys our peace. It destroys our lives. It destroys our sanity. And where does depression lead to? It leads to death. It doesn't lead to a good destination. Many people are captives of depression, and they deal with it all their lives. They know it comes, and often they don't know how to stop it. Sometimes it looks even impossible to stop it. Depression is a negative state. It is a state of death. It is a state, a condition that we must overcome if our determination is to live. And we should not have any other determination than to live. Days ago, I suffered from the really worst depression attack of my entire life. I had headache, I didn't eat, I spent a day and even longer in bed, I didn't do anything, I contemplated suicide, I looked at suicide methods. I also contemplated just moving into another country, moving somewhere where there is supposedly to be peace. I realized my body is too strong to kill it. My body will always fervently resist suicide. My body can't be killed. And I also realized I don't want to transfer from this planet into eternity and then always make accusations. Why didn't I get the help? Why didn't I get the money? Why didn't this happen? Why didn't that happen? To spend eternity in a state of regret and with questions like these is hell. The only option I had and have is to continue to live. It was amazing how quickly I then eventually, after a week or so, got out of this state of depression. It happened really, literally like this. The split of a second, and the depression was gone. And that's how it is and it should be. We shouldn't really struggle with something that is so out of order, so confusing like depression. We have to learn to switch out of the depression state and also other negative states like this. Like this. We have to not suffer in depression and in negative states, but we have to cut them off. We have to cut them off immediately when we feel they are there. We have to cut them off by a determined decision. And we do not have to feel guilty because we have a depression. That is another dark side of depression. It makes you feel guilty because you have it. because it came to you and you allowed it in, because it knocked at your door, you opened, and you don't know how to get rid of this unwanted, cruel, merciless visitor. We got to work on getting rid of depression first. And the best remedy is obviously not to get into the state of depression at all. In our modern life, more and more people are attacked by depression, suffer from depression, have actually become slaves to depression. Because the intention of depression is to surrender you, to captivate you, and to make you its slave. So it is so important to really not stay in depression, not even think about it, and not feel guilty. We cannot feel guilty because this evil state came to us. We have to reject every feeling of guilt and also of shame, and no one should accuse us because depression came to us, or maybe we even slipped into a depression for a couple of days, maybe even weeks, maybe even months. Depression is a state to avoid. We have to avoid it like poison. If we avoid poison, then we also have to avoid depression. It's no good for us.